This is nice. I do love a spring rain. Soft water falling down from the sky. Flowers popping up from the ground. Wind blowing through the trees. Peaceful. Real peaceful.
Billy, you do know it's not raining? Why, it ain't rained in pretty near 3 weeks.
Well, I know it, but I do like it. God, Mom.
Well, I know you do. And if it don't rain soon, Boot Swaller's just gonna dry up. I mean, a good strong blowing wind will wipe us clean off of the map.
Yeah, maybe it'll rain tomorrow.
Maybe.
I got a feeling in my bones. You know, my newt swells up when it gets ready to rain.
Your newt?
My newt.
Well, is your knee swelling up again? Oh,
Yeah.
well, I need you to take some of your medicine. I'm gonna hear it later tonight. I sure hope this don't upset your stomach. I want you to drink it all.
What the? That stuff will knock the death out of anybody.
Oh, stop your complaining. Why, my grandpappy lived to be 120, swallowing this every day.
120? God, Mama, that's a long time. I don't know how a feller could put up with the likes of your grandma for that long. She's just plain mean.
Well, yeah, she was mean, all right. Mean clean to the bone, but, you know, she wasn't afeard of nothing. Not a thing. I reckon that's where Cactus Jack gets it from. You know, that whole side of the family's tougher than Clovis's old boots. Why, them boots could walk by themselves to bed.
Well, them are some tough boots, all right. You know, I think you're right. That Cactus Jack is good kin. I mean, well, if it wasn't for him, ain't no telling what happened to this thing.
I know it. You suppose we'll ever see another one as good as him?
I suppose them folks that Swaller ain't never going to see another like him. Why? I was just pondering about that the other day. You know, remember back when them hoodlums over there at Silver Dollar City?
I sure do.
They come sneaking over here in the middle of the night, pulling all their shenanigans. Where was Cactus Jack? He was right up there waiting on them. That's where he was.
Sure was.
Next day we woke up and there they were, sitting in the jail, right where they belong.
Right where they belong.
Why, if it wasn't for Cactus Jack, ain't no telling what them hoodlums have done to our farm.
Well, now you settle down. I don't want you busting out of these bibs
That
again.
boy just makes me so proud. Why, with him around, there ain't no chance of nothing happening to us. And on top of that, he is the best feller I ever knowed in all my years I knowed him.
Whew, that's a long time.
Well, that sounds like a mighty fine feller there, Uncle Billy. Now, don't you go bragging on him too much now. You wouldn't want Aunt Katie here running off on you.
Well, I don't see no chance of that happening. Just look at her. Have you ever? I think she's done forgot how to run.
Why, Billy Jackson, you better hush up. I can run you plumb off of this porch. You be fixing your own supper tonight.
Now, come on, you two, my favorite aunt and uncle.
We're your only Aunt and Uncle Jack.
Well, I know that. That's why you're my favorite.
Well, Jack, what in the tarnation have you been doing? You look like a raccoon has done tore through your scraps.
Yeah, you get in a fight with the wrong side of a mule.
Well, that's kind of why I stopped by.
Tell us what you done, honey.
Well, you see, that old sheriff, Wild Amos Lee from over there in Silver Dollar City, been going around claiming our town owes him $900.
$900?
That's right. Sent 3 of them wranglers down there to the Wilcox farm to start collecting. But I wasn't going to let old Amos Lee get on so knowing that ain't the truth. So I told them how it's going to be. And you know what? They drew right there on the spot. Next thing I knows, they was all laying dead at my feet. And I had the jawbone of a mule in my hands.
The jawbone of a mule?
That's right.
What'd you use that for?
Now you see, Right before that, I was down at the Mill Creek, refining my shooting at the fish, when old Petey Tackett come by hollering there was trouble at the Wilcock farm. So I figured it was about that $900 Amos Lee's been going on about. So I looked around and, you know, see how I was shooting at the fish. See, I only had one shot left. That's right. So I looked around. I picked up the jawbone of a mule that the Wilcocks had put down the week before, and I figured that'd have to do. And I tell you, it did just fine.
God, Mama, he killed them all with the jawbone of a mule. That's just amazing.
Well, whatever happened to that old wild Amos Lee?
Nope, wasn't even there. Yellow-bellied catfish that he is. Can't imagine he'd be showing his face around this town. Leastwise, he knows what's good for him.
I expect you're right.
I know I'm right.
Yeah.
Well, I know for sure that Jack ain't done nothing but the rightly thing to do, protecting this town. Right, Jack?
That's right.
Well, I'm still working on the fixings for my stew.
Well, you know, you think that stew's ready? You know, Jack here might like a nice hot supper for about this time of the afternoon.
I'm working fast.
Why don't you just hop on up there and get them fixings ready?
Hop on up there? Oh, my heavens. Billy Jackson? I'm gonna take the fixings with me. I'm gonna bop you over the head with them. You know ain't nothing happened around here. If you want something to eat, you get up and help me. Jack, you come over here to the table and take your seat, and I'll bring you some stew and fixings in just a minute.
All right.
But maybe you'll be telling us about this new woman that we've heard tale about.
Oh, she's a beaut, Aunt Kitty. A real beaut.
Well, I bet she is. Just look at you.
Thank you. Well, I thank you, Aunt Kitty, for the stew. I didn't know possum and honey could mix so well. And Uncle Bill, you keep up with that gut now. I got to get to going. You know, there's some things I got to take care of tonight.
Oh, I reckon you're going up there to that Silver Dollar Saloon to see that girl
Yes, ma'am.
tonight. I don't know why you can't settle with one of the girls from right here.
Now, Mama, you know you can't hold a man back. But Jack, you just steer clear of them troubled women. They ain't good company for very long.
Yes, sir, I will, Uncle Billy. And good night.
Good night.
Evening, ladies. Y'all are out mighty late.
We just came from the bond dance down at the Moccasins. We sure missed you there.
I was hoping I'd get a dance, Jack. You know, I've been thinking about that time
at the Clemens buffet. When our tongues touched.
I was with my aunt and uncle, you see.
I just love them. Aunt always did say that we get along. And boy, can she cook.
Oh, yes. She is a mighty fine cook. I bet you eat over there all the time. If they were my aunt and uncle, I'm gonna
Well, yeah. Yeah, keep the fed well.
Hurry off to this late at night, Cactus Jack, in your house the other way.
Oh, yeah. It's right next to mine.
He's going to see her! He's going to see her!
Her name is Suzette. It's all over town. Cactus Jack has a gal in Silver Dollar City.
It can't be true. It is a gal in
Oh, really, Annie? You got cake falling out of your mouth.
How about I walk you ladies home? I hate knowing you're walking yourselves home at night.
Oh, that's all right, Jack. We won't want to take you back.
He's offering to work me home.
You can walk me home first, Jack. I don't mind being loud.
Oh, you would.
Hey, I'll get you home safe and sound now. Don't you worry.
That was a good thing that we ran into, Jack. At the barn dance, there was talk of trouble at the Wilcox farm. People been saying you made them silver dollars city folk mighty angry.
Now they might come back and all, but I doubt it'll be tonight. See, I was about to go tell Amos Lee right now. We'll give him a piece of my mind. Maybe put an end to all this right here.
I'm sure if anybody cared, it's you.
I mean, let's get to going. I bet your daddies be wondering where you were.
So tell us honestly, Cactus Jack, are you really courting a gal from that horrible town?
Now, I might be seeing a gal from time to time, but she might not really be from there. You know, she's more like us.
Oh, she's a viper. A brood of vipers. Tricking you. Pulling the wool right over your eyes. I can taste it.
Annie, you are crazy. You sure that ain't the taste of hog cider talk? I couldn't get her to leave the punch bowl all night.
You know I'm sensitive. Jack. Oh, you better watch out, Jack. You're gonna regret not courting Annie Parkinson. There's a lot of me to love.
All right, ladies. All right. That's a lot of talk. Ladies, let's get y'all home. Come on now.
You're such a handsome baby.
My cake. Wait for me.
Sunny and clear today, Daisy. It's going to be a good day for business.
I declare. Sure hoping it's a good day for business. This here cobbler I spent all morning making was spoiled.
Did you say you made cobbler?
Every Tuesday, like I've been doing for years.
How's about I try a little bit of that cobbler, make sure it's safe for the customers, you know.
You mean like you've been doing for years?
Well, you know, the way I see it, I'm the proprietor of this fine establishment, and our customers have come to expect a certain level of quality, and I should be the one to be that quality assurance.
Here's a large heaping for you. I know what happens when your blood sugar gets low.
It's not that large, but I accept.
Don't you go leaving your plate there, neither. We open at high noon, and this place needs to be spotless.
No problem.
And you're late.
I'm sorry, Aunt Daisy. I had to get the washing off the line before I could leave the house. Uncle Barton, does this look okay?
Even prettier than the day before.
Uncle
Sweet
Barton,
Suzette.
you say that every day.
Well, fruit is like water in a horse trough. You always find it.
Always say the strangest things.
Suzette, honey, I hear tell a group of youngins was up on Sam's Hill late last night making a bunch of mischief into the wee hours of the morning. And I heard Cactus Jack was there too. Now, I'm only going to ask you this once. Was you up there on Sam's Hill last night?
I don't know what you're talking about, Aunt Daisy.
Like I said, I'm only going to ask you this once.
Well, maybe I was up there, but I didn't stay but for a little while. And why should I pay any attention to that Cactus Jack? Every girl in town is after him, and he's just so
Handsome.
yeah, handsome.
You know, I hear it's a pretty good shop, too.
You come up from your banquet, don't you leave your plate there. Give it to me.
I'll tell you what, though, Suzette. He might be handsome, might be the fastest shot in the West, but he's gonna have to come through me. He's gonna come a-courting.
There's a rumor going around that he has his eye on a gal right here in Silver Dollar City.
Really? Hadn't heard that one.
Really? You mean he hadn't seen you the way he's been eyeing you?
Morning! Ma'am.
Howdy.
Miss Suzette.
Too slim.
Hey there, Too Slim, you just missed the cobbler.
Well, shoot! I told that sheriff he was gonna make me miss me yet. But no, just had to get his fresh coffee beans from the mercantile before I could leave. Now I missed it. Could've got his coffee beans here in a minute, but no.
Sit down and quit your rambling.
Oh, it's just a ray of sunshine on a dark and cloudy morning.
Too Slim, you just walked yourself on over here, and it ain't cloudy outside.
Well, you don't work for Sheriff Amos.
Speaking of Sheriff Amos, why don't you take a little bit of that cobbler with you back to the back room? And I got a little news I need to share with you that I just found out.
Always got secret business with the sheriff.
Well, you know, some news isn't fit for the ears of the women folk.
I'm trying to find coffee today, Miss Daisy.
As it is every day.
That it is.
Suzette, honey, I'm gonna have to make a second pan of cobbler.
All right.
I'm gonna go down to the mercantile. You mind the front while I'm gone. If you need anything from behind the bar, just yell for Barton. Lazy man that he is. Ugh.
I knew I'd find you here, Miss Suzette DeMont. How lovely you look this morning.
Oh, Cactus Jack. You have won my heart.
Have you been thinking about going with me today?
Oh, you know I can't. I gotta mind the front. There ain't even anybody here. And you know,
Yeah, what that old Barton Killingsworth and Miss Daisy ever do before you was here? I mean, I bet they can get along just fine one afternoon without you.
I can't right now. Uncle Barton's in the back talking some secret business with Too Slim Jim, and you know when Aunt Daisy goes to the mercantile, Miss Viola has to bring her up to snuff on all the latest gossip flying around this here town.
What was that you was saying about some secret business?
Well, I don't know, silly. It's called The Secret.
I wonder if... it'll all come out in the end. Come on, leave a note. I'll have you back by sundown.
All right, you know, I suppose it can't hurt just this once.
Well, yeehaw, leave that apron there and leave a note. Come on, let's go.
Let's just go.
All right, come on.
It's all set. We're going to meet here, right here at the Red Herring with the sheriff and the town council half an hour after midnight. Daisy? Suzette?
If when you arrive in the promised land, a murder victim is found lying on the ground.
Now what in tarnation are you talking about? That there has nothing to do with what...
It has everything to do
Why, you're not making one clean bit of sense there, Preacher Reverend Martin. We's talking about the sheriff.
Now don't you keep in on the sheriff.
It has everything to do with the sheriff.
Yellow-bellied weasel of a man.
The man is scared of everything.
He's scared.
Let us go down and give them different languages so that they will not understand each other's words.
What are you talking about?
Well, boys, that's what's going on here. There's confusion.
I'm confused.
And where there's confusion, no good thing will ever come of it.
Confusion? We was just discussing what we think the sheriff ought to do.
Well, that's for the town council to decide.
The town council? Ha! Those meetings never get anything settled.
Ain't we the town council?
Yep. The entire town knows it. He ain't no good. That Jack ain't no good. Never was, never will be. I seen him back a time ago. He was a little fella. Him and Amos was boys. They was playing just outside of town, and they done dared each other to get to the top of Crazy Coon's Hill, where Crazy Coon's cactus sits.
Oh, Crazy Coon's cactus. Tallest cactus ever grown in these parts.
Yep, Crazy Coon's it was. Well, there they was. First fella top of Crazy Coon's Hill, where Crazy Coon's cactus sits, was the king of the brush. So the story's told. Now Amos, he was down there talking a bunch of smack and took off running for the bell rang to alert them to go. But he was no match for Jack. Jack took off running right past Amos twice as fast. And by the time Amos caught Jack's heels, Jack done turned around, grabbed Amos by the collar, and slung him on top of Crazy Coon's cactus. Boy, Amos was madder than a bronco bucking at midnight. They buck harder than you're thinking at midnight.
Yeah, I did hear tell they buck hardest at midnight.
They do. They do. They buck hardest at midnight.
What happened?
As I was saying, Jack done throwed Amos on top of Crazy Coon's cactus, and them there spines, they did right into Amos's backside. And to this day, he still has a burr in his gillingham.
They was bad. They was bad deep. Took putting here all night long to pluck him clean.
Yep.
Hollered louder than a band of coyotes chasing their evening supper. I hear they get pretty loud when they're chasing their evening supper. They do. They do.
Land that produces thorns and thistles is worthless and it's in danger of being cursed. In the end, it'll all be burned.
What y'all doing here? If you want to voice your voice at the meeting of the town council, I'd get over there.
The town council.
That's what I said.
That's enough out of you.
Which reminds me of this girl I dated once.
All the time.
She was but she could sing.
She was fat.
hell. Now, Jeffrey Bruce Springer, you got something to say?
Yes. Thank you, Sheriff. Now, it don't make a bit of sense why we have to use Suzette. Why don't we just sneak up on him and boom, capture him ourselves?
Remember last time we done that? I ended up trapped in a net 30 feet in the air. Or the first time when we sat in that posse and all that came back was all the horses all tied together.
He outsmarts us every time.
You know, they starting to say he's the fastest gun in the West. Even faster than you, Sheriff.
I mean it, Sheriff.
Well, that's why we gotta use Suzette. The best way to get at a man is through his heart.
What? That ain't what you said. You said the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Man, I slaughtered that pig for nothing.
Aw, hush, Too Slim.
Too Slim! Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh.
That boy right there always be speaking. Now sit down.
I still don't see why we have to use Suzette. She's supposed to be my girl. Why can't we use Hannah or Laura Beth? Because she's ugly.
That's not right!
Jesse, she is only your girl in your mind. And she is the prettiest girl in Silver Dollar City, and Cactus Jack has taken a liking to her. She's our best bet.
Jesse, we need you with us. Or have you forgotten how we drove off all your cattle? And for what? Getting back at you for taking the lumber business from that little town?
They took all your cows.
Well, what about when your barn accidentally burnt down last time you were here?
That's possible.
Or the time the Daugherty, 4 sons of Daugherty, Tom Daugherty went to him in his hometown, and they came back in a wagon. They woke up dead. The back woke up wagon.
It's time to take the law into our own hands.
Well, you are the law.
You know what I mean. This is a different kind of law. Some might call it outlaw.
Well, all right. Give us the plan.
All right. You look down. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, she's pretty. She's not ugly. She's a dog.
Say that, but you never truly know. Who cares anyways? Let's talk about you and me. You remember that time I first met you? You was wringing out your wash, and I thought I'd never seen a more beautiful washboard. I mean, that thing was shiny. And then I saw the hands plunging those dirty clothes in that soapy water, and then I saw that glowing face. And he was singing that sweet song. Oh, put every girl to shame.
And then I saw you. I'll never forget that day, though. That was the day you was out hunting with Tom Doherty's sons. Mm-hmm. It's a shame what happened to them. It's a good thing you were there.
It's like I told you. They just got them some bad ammunition.
You were just a hero that day, Jack. Here, rest your head on my lap.
All right.
Jack, I was wondering, did you know I was the one the first time that you saw me?
Yeah, I sort of thought so.
I kind of knew it too. You know, you're so strong and handsome, and I just know if anything harmful were to ever come my way, you'd protect me as a man should do.
Suzette, you know how it is I feel about you.
I guess.
I mean, you're the bee to my honey. You're the lion to my roar. You're the brush to my hair. Suzette, I love you, and I don't care who knows it. You hear? I love Suzette!
Really? I mean, you wouldn't rather love Laura Beth Peterson or Hannah Gamble or Mary Stevenson?
Yeah, they're nice girls and all, but didn't you hear me? I love you. You're the only gal I can really talk to. The prettiest in all the land.
Oh, Jack, I didn't know you felt this strongly.
Well, Suzette, I do. I mean, why else do I come see you every day? It ain't for that cobbler. But I tell you, there's something I was fixing to ask you.
You was?
That's right. I mean, Suzette, I would like your dog to come live at my place.
Oh, Jack. You mean it?
I do. I want you to be my wife.
Oh, Jack, I never, ever thought you'd ask. Why? The answer is yes. Yes. Take that, Laura Beth! I cannot believe he's done all that. I refuse to believe you. You don't know Jack like I do.
Oh, we make it our business to know all about strangers to these parts, especially when tragedy strikes every time they're around. You hear tell that wheat field got burnt up in the middle of the night?
Yes.
Cactus Jack. But what about Tom Doherty's son's mysterious death?
That was an accident.
Cactus Jack. Well, how about those 30 men got themselves killed over in Bootwalla? Cactus Jack!
No, tell me it isn't true, Uncle Barton. Tell me it isn't so.
It's true, my dear Suzette. Every word. You cross Cactus Jack. Kapow! Word is he don't like the way others treat people in his town.
That's why he does. Well, he does. And the way he does it. He's got to be stopped.
Well, I suppose it does make some sense, but he always made it out to be that those things were an accident, and he wasn't to blame.
It's lies.
Oh.
Suzette, like a rug in front of the door, lies.
It's just so hard to believe.
He's got to be stopped before he does something to your parents. Now, let me tell you how it's gonna be. You're the only one in town that can get close enough to Cactus Jack. Now that you're engaged, you'll be spending a whole heap of lot of time with him. We need you to use that time to find out his secret.
His secret? What do you mean his secret? Like, why he's causing so much destruction?
Destruction.
No, Suzette, his secret to how Cactus Jack can outsmart us, outrun us, and outgun us every single dag-nabbit time!
Maybe you guys.
You see, he's got to have some kind of smarts up on us. We gotta find out what it is, and we gotta get it and take it from him so we can finally catch him.
Well, I don't know how to do all that. We only ever just talk about how handsome he is and how he loves me more than all the other girls in town. And how am I supposed to get that out of him?
I knew it.
she's not up to it, I still say we go with mine. I dress up like Suzette, go over to Jack's house and steal that fringe vest he's always wearing, and get out there before you even know the difference.
What tarnation are you talking about?
Too slim. You're obviously inebriate. You're drunk.
Like we were saying, we need you to find out how he can be outsmarted and what his weakness is, so we can tie him up and drag him in.
I think we should let him go.
He said, order.
Now, do that. Seriously?
All right, I'll do it. If he's done all those things, then he deserves to be drugged.
Yeah.
But you promised me this. I see how it is you gotta capture him and all, but promise me this, wild lady. You will not make him bleed.
What?
You'll have already robbed the poor man of his sharpshooting. There'll be no reason to put him out or anything like that. Right?
All right, I promise. I will personally see to it that not one single tiny silver blade will touch your skin.
Thank you.
Right. Operation Tumbleweed begins at midnight.
Damn, this don't make sense for it to start at midnight.
Nobody up at midnight. Right. Tomorrow then. Tomorrow!
I think we had a moment once.
Well, Edie, maybe it's the way you eat your victuals, like a pig in a sock hole.
Oh, I do not.
You do? Look at you. You have stains all over your blouse.
Oh, right. Okay. So maybe I do. But I don't know why food just hops right out of my mouth, Priscilla. You know I'm sensitive about that. I don't know why you keep bringing that up.
It really doesn't make any sense. Why does he have to like somebody over there when all those people hate the likes of us? If they just get to know us, I think we're really nice people.
We are.
Yes.
I think he's just blind, Lily. She's really not all that pretty. You know, if you look at her from like the side.
I think you might be right here.
He's just blinded by love.
Oh, land sakes, ladies, don't y'all see?
Say what?
Yeah. Listen. Listen. He's leaving his own kind.
Now, what Dynamite's meaning is, can't y'all see what Cactus Jack's been doing for us? Well, where would we all be if it wasn't for him? We'd be run out of this town, I swear.
Well, what do you mean, Miss Kitty? Who would want to run us out of town?
All them old hateful people up there in Silver Dollar City. They don't like our kind. They don't want our kind around.
No.
Cactus Jack killed all them boys protecting our families. That's right. Protecting our families. Them boys come down here to run your daddies in just out of pure hatred. Yes. Why, they'd be happy if we was all gone. They want us out of here.
Did y'all ever wonder why the lumber mill is gone? Why do you suppose we don't have the stagecoach stop and run here no more? What about the schoolhouse? We don't have one anymore. Those people, they done took the preacher, the teacher, and the candlestick maker.
Oh, man.
They just don't like us.
They don't.
All the more reason he should not take her as a wife.
That's right.
I hear y'all in here. I know you're talking about my Suzette.
Oh.
Y'all don't know her like I do.
Well, we don't have to. She's no kin of ours.
I'm telling you, she's gonna be trouble.
How do you know she's gonna be trouble?
I'm telling you, she's no good.
And why not?
Because
I think that's right.
What they're trying to say is they're jealous. Ain't no law saying I gotta stay in this town and marry somebody from right here.
What do you mean?
Jack, there might not be a law against you marrying a gal from Silver Dollar City.
Nope.
But I'm sure you remember those stories your mama tells about you. Jack, you're a special boy. You were born to save us here in Bootswaller from those awful, mean, despicable, terrible people over there in Silver Dollar City.
Nah, that's just a story I tell y'all.
Now, Jack, if it's a story, if it's a tale, whatever you want to call it, then how do you explain all the sharpshooting that you've got? Always making sure that the outlaws don't come in here and squash our little town. And then is it a tale that you always come back alive? And all them other men folks is laying around all over the ground with the wind blowing out of them. You're the strongest. Nobody can match against the power you got.
Aunt Kitty, that might be true and all. And you know I've been fighting hard against them folk.
I know you have.
But I tell you, that don't mean I gotta give up the woman I love. I mean, here's the time you want me to bring in. That's the last time I walked myself into a hen house.
Well, I guess he made up his mind.
I guess he did.
I just wish somebody could stop him.
No. He's gonna be trouble.
Annie, can you keep your mouth closed when you're eating? You're getting that sandwich all over this patchwork. You're spitting it all over. Now, girls, there ain't nothing we can do about it now. What's done is done.
You're right.
Jack's the one thing that's a keeping our town alive. I say, let him marry who he wants to marry. Maybe then we'll have some peace between our towns.
Well, kind of like Romeo and Juliet.
Kind of like it.
But didn't they all get killed for
You're
the
right.
glory of love?
Maybe you'll get hit by a train, and he'll come crawling back to me.
That's awful.
Disgusting.
I don't know.
Too much. Maybe not.
Now, girls, we've got to settle down and get back to work. This quilt ain't going to finish itself.
Now, tell it again so we know you got it.
Well,
first, she's supposed to remember to be real nice to him.
Not you too, Slim. Get to looking out.
Right.
Now, Suzette, tell us so we know you got it.
All right, I'll just be my normal self. If I do something different, he'll know. And if I don't talk about normal things, he'll know. And if I sweat too much, he'll definitely know. And if I say, better than a biscuit in the morning, you'll know he's without his gun, and y'all come on out and get him.
Yeah. All right, you got it. Now, hinge those cheeks and get ready.
Here he comes, Sheriff. I can hear his spurs on the deck.
All right, quick, everybody behind the bar, and don't make a sound.
Oh, goodness.
Suzette! I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. You actually did it.
I did.
Yep, you did. I didn't think you had it in you. But you do. I mean, they was right.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jack. Who was right?
I think you know. I mean, your whole town here knows.
I can't recall what it is you're talking about. If you got something to say to me, just gotta come on out and say it.
Well, you did it. You forgot my birthday.
Oh, I did, didn't I? I'm so sorry, Sugar Plum, Sweet and Honey Pie. With all this wedding hoopla going around, I just plumb forgot. Why don't you take a load off and we'll have a little celebration right here. Here, pull up a chair and take off that heavy belt of yours, and I'll get you a piece of Aunt Daisy's peach cobbler.
Well, thank you, my little bunny muffin. It's all right. I'll keep them right here. They ain't so heavy no more. I hardly even notice them. And I thank you for that cobbler.
I'm just so sorry I forgot. Here you go. Now, Jack, how is I supposed to get next to you with this so close? And you know, guns make me nervous.
Well, it makes me nervous to be without them.
Oh, Jack, you're so strong and handsome, and how is it you're so good?
Yeah, just lucky, I guess.
Come on, Jack. You know Lucky Larry was always so lucky until, well, may he rest in peace, says. It's got to be something special, like a special bullet or something.
Nah, honey. We call it ammunition. Ain't nothing tall like that.
Oh, come on, Jack. I'm going to be your wife, and I can't believe you keep such a big secret from me. And I told you all about the mole on my back and where my daddy's cash is buried in the backyard.
I'd like to not heard about that mole.
All I'm saying is, if we're going to be married and we're going to spend the rest of our lives together, and we're going to be so close, I think I ought to know that everything there is to know about you, right down to the teeniest of secrets.
Well, all right. I mean, if it means that much to you, I'll tell you.
Yes?
I mean, I say,
Go on, Jack.
this here cobbler, better than honey from a queen bee in a hive.
Cactus Jack Sawyer, you obviously don't love me. I see how it's gonna be. Fine. I'm hoping you'll find a wife who'll put up with the likes of you, cause she ain't gonna be me. And you just keep your secret with whoever she is.
Well, all right. I'm just picking, Suzette. It's all right. Here, sit down. I mean, I'll tell you.
Jack, why must you tease me so? All right. What is it?
Well, it's this here belt buckle. Yeah, that's it. It's as long as I have it with me, I am guaranteed the cleanest shot from the north to the south and the east and right out always to the west. I mean, had it with me as long as I can remember.
Really? That's your big secret? A belt buckle? I mean, oh my, it's awful nice and it sure is shiny. Why don't you let me see it?
Well, all right. I mean, get it off here. Just don't drop it or nothing.
Oh, I would never. Well, and this truly is what makes you such a good shot. And without this, you're no good.
Well, that's right.
Well, Jack, I say this is better than a biscuit in the morning. Jesse!
He done and shot Jesse.
You lied to me.
You boys are gonna clean this up.
Annie, you're sitting on my skirt. Now let's see if we can work together.
I just love y'all.
That's so good. Girls, well, I heard that she got so mad. So mad that she started throwing glasses at him, throwing them to the ground and breaking them, even threw some right at him.
What serves him right? Didn't we try to tell him?
We tried to tell him. We said it. We said she would be trouble. Look at him now, locked up in the town jail.
I hope he's not too uncomfortable. Maybe I should sneak him in some of my corn muffins. They always make him so happy. I just can't bear the thought of him over there in that cold, dark, damp jail all by himself. Nobody visited. Nothing to talk to. Nothing to eat. Oh, but oh, rotten potatoes. That's it. I'm going.
Lily, sit down. You want to get us all killed?
No, ma'am.
And to think we thought you were going to save us. What were we thinking?
I know. What I can't quite figure out is how in the tarnation she tricked him into telling her what makes him the best shooting cowboy in all the ranges around.
Yeah, I was pondering on those very words.
Yes. Well, I heard from my friend Anita, her Carl was in town that day and heard the whole thing. While he was standing out in front of the barber shop, heard the whole thing.
Oh, Miss Jenny, you been keeping this story from us?
No, I just had heard it, Annie. Give me a minute and I'll finish. They say that she tried to trick him a number of ways into telling her what made him the best shot. Truth be told, he tricked her a couple times himself.
Really?
First, he told her the secret was in his belt buckle.
His belt buckle. We all know that's a lie. He got that belt buckle from Tom Fryer last Thanksgiving.
Well, the fella got shot anyway, trying to gun him down. But did he learn that lesson? No, he ran right back into her deceiving arms.
I just can't believe such a nice fellow would do such a thing.
Well, believe it, honey, because he did it again, I tell you. Only this time, he tells her that the secret is in his boots, in a special lining in them old boots. He took them off and showed them to her, and they came after him again.
What was he thinking?
Well, that's just it, Annie. He wasn't thinking. He did it again.
I knew it. He's blinded by love.
Yes, he's blinded by love. But this time, the fool broke down and told her the God's honest truth, the truth about that mustache, and how if it be cut off, all his sharp shooting would just plumb be gone. Well, what I heard was he likes to sleep out there on her front porch. You know, he was sleeping out there on the front porch. Well, all them men folk from up there in that old Silver Dollar City come down there sneaking across the, you know, real quiet light. And he was asleep. And they jumped him and they whacked that mustache off clean down to the skin. right off. That hurts. Well, then, of course, all the other towns, the menfolk from that town come and tied him up, grabbed his feet, tied him up like he was a cattle, you know, some stray cattle or something. And then they yanked on him, pulled him back into the jailhouse. All he could do was holler like a pig with his hoof caught in a snare.
I get it, man. Poor Mama. Isn't there something we can do to help that poor aching soul?
I'm afraid not, Lily. He's made his bed. He's just gonna have to.
Oh, what? He's gonna
have to say it.
Oh, I figured it was too good to be true. Jack was our only hope for keeping our town alive.
Well, now, May, I don't think he was the only hope. But girls, it ain't over yet.
No.
We can still hope.
Yeah.
I want y'all to go home and every night say a prayer that God will make something good happen out of this terrible mess, and we'll all be set free.
Yes.
Now, Annie, I've asked you several times to please close your mouth. You're getting popcorn all over the place.
It's not right, Annie.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this is children's hospital.
You really shouldn't be here, Lily.
Why, Cactus Jack, I ain't even said a word. How'd you know it was me?
Ain't nobody on God's green earth to make corn muffins the way you do.
Yeah.
Smelt them soon as you walked in.
I thought they could help. They said they didn't mind. They said I could see you.
Well, I thank you kindly. I didn't suppose anybody from Bootswaller to come see me here.
I reckon nobody ever really fancied me coming either. But I figured, what could it hurt?
Well, I bet there's all kind of stories floating around back home.
Yeah, he's heard about you, Miss Susette. I'm awful sorry about how that happened.
Yeah, I suppose it was my own fault. I should have known never to trust a silver dollar woman. I mean, I guess I was...
Blind about love.
I think that's what it had been. I mean, now just look at me.
Why, Jack, what have they done to you? Why are your eyes all covered?
They've taken my sight, Lily.
No.
No woman, no mustache, no guns, no help. I should have done what I know I was supposed to. I mean, I broke all my promises. I never did take my job as town protector of Bootswaller seriously.
Oh, Jack, it's not too late. You were born for a reason. Remember, God don't make no mistakes. You were born where you're supposed to be born. Your family's the family you're supposed to have, and even your job as town protector was given to you for a reason. Maybe you didn't live up to all you could have been. Maybe you did end up in jail with your eyes all gone. But don't get to thinking that God still can't use you. God will use you, even without your sight.
That's mighty nice of you to say there, Lily. I wish I'd have thought of that before I landed myself right here in this jailhouse.
We just didn't know that this would happen. We thought you'd come around and realize what a brutal viper she was and how all along she was just trying to trap you like a raccoon on Keter Mountain. But you got to remember, Jack, put all this behind you. Remember, it's never too late.
Well, I reckon you're right. And I thank our God that you happen to be by here today.
I better get going, Jack. You enjoy them muffins. I knew I was right to come. They told me not to, but well, I knew I was right. You ain't gonna give up, are you, Jack?
Well, darling, I don't think I've seen a celebration such as this since Oklahoma became a state. I don't think there's a single person in Silver Dollar City not talking about what you've done for us. Even Jed Wilkerson, that old dog, come out to celebrate. And he ain't been out of his house in 20 years. Smells like it, too. All because of what you done.
And what have I done?
Oh, what have you done, Suzette? Why, you've just become the most famous woman this side of the Trail of Tears.
Then Wild Amos Lee, why does it feel like I have a lump of molasses in the pit of my stomach?
What are you, tarnation? You
Have
going
I
on?
done the right thing?
Have you done the right... In all my years of living, don't you go second-guessing yourself. Yes, you done the right thing. Or have you forgotten about all the shenanigans that crazy man pulled on us?
Well, from what I hear tell, he's just paying back blow for blow what you and all them have done to his town.
Now, don't you go believing every sad story that passes by.
And why not? I believed you, didn't I? Now I'm starting to wonder if whatever you told me was the truth.
Yeah, I done told you all I know to tell you. We just didn't like the man, and things had to be settled our way. And besides, believe me now or not, you can't undo what's already been done. And anyway, if you could see him now, I don't think that you'd be thinking too much on thinking of him.
Why? What have you done? You promised me.
As the law of this here city, we kept our promise. But since he's been brought in, he's serving Silver Dollar City now. And ain't no way in Sam Hill he's gonna get let off easy. He's got to pay.
Oh, Jack! What have I done?
Got him good, he knows it too. He wasn't best cause we cut his stash, and that's the honest truth. Well, eat up. I'm having goblet tonight. Marlene.
Stale bread again. What I wouldn't give for a bowl of Aunt Kitty's possum stew. What I wouldn't give to see the light of day. To touch the dirt of Boot Swaller one more time. "82 days. I wonder why they're keeping me. It don't make sense. Suzette lying to me the whole time. And then, now Wild Amos Lee is out free to take my hometown at will. I was supposed to be the one on top of it all. I was supposed to be the one used for God's will. And yet here I sit. I might as well be dead. But I know you're there. God, I know you hear me. I beg you, let me be strong. One more time. Let me prove to you that I will be branded by you for all my remaining days. They're gonna kill me, God. But let me be used by you just one more time. Just one more time, God. Let me use your strength to save our hometown. God, let me know it ain't too late.
Even's going down through that. We're all doomed. Run for your lives.
Such a sad day.
Billy, must we talk about it again? I can barely stand to put his little cup back up in the cupboard.
Nope. You just leave it right there. Just because he's gone, don't mean his stuff's got to be.
Well, you know he's not gone, not really.
What do you mean, Mama? You heard what happened? Him and that Amos Lee, they shot each other right at the same time.
Well, I know. But you know, even with his dying breath, God used him. Even then. I mean, sure, we're not ever going to see him again. But you know, the stories about his strength, they're going to live on forever. As long as these people in Boots Swaller don't forget what God done for us through Cactus Jack.
I hate to have to say it.
He'll be with us forever.
I hate to have to say it, but you're always right. That Jack will always be with us. Well, looky there. I think we might finally get that rain.
I think you're right. Come on, Billy. Let's go. Come on now. Get on up there. Put some pep in your step. I want to get these flowers to the cemetery before it storms.